Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. I'm I've been watching this show for about maybe 2.5 years, give or take, and there's still things that I don't understand. I'm having trouble understanding the sense, the logic within this show. So in my live streaming in the comment section, they've dubbed Bill as Zombie Bill. Because that's the only way you could sit there and really describe his actions. And he tells Brooke that you're right. And that everything that you're saying, it makes sense. And you're totally right about all of it. Okay, cool. I want her. And I need her. What the wait, I'm confused. She just told you all the reasons why this woman is poison and toxic, not just to you, but your entire family. And the words that utters out of his mouth is, "You're right about everything, but I want her and I need her." You have to be on drugs to actually understand this, because that's the only way that this is going to make sense to me. I can't see this not making any sense unless I'm either high or drunk. I just I don't get it. Um, and in the end, Brooke tries to really reason with him, and of course Sheila's like, "No, I'm the woman. I'm the woman that you need. I wear my flaws and all, and I've heard enough of you, and you need to sit there and pretty much get out." And Brooke was like, "You're really kicking me out?" And I'm sitting there thinking, "Well, he had no problem kicking Katie out, so yeah, yeah, you're getting kicked out." But she did sit there and say, "I'm not going to give up on you." Of course, Bill gives her the same reassurance that he is giving everyone else. That Sheila isn't going to be a problem. Sheila isn't going to sit there and bother everyone. And, they're just going to live their life. And, everyone's going to live their lives. And, that's just going to be that. I'm sitting there thinking, Bill, have you fallen so... Have you just completely lost your mind to the point that you just forgot who you were dealing with? And I mean, what's to really sit there and stop her once she's out? What's to really sit there and stop her from deciding to kick you to the curb and decide to do whatever she wants? I mean, at the end of the day, she could always just go back on the run. But of course, he didn't really sit there and think of that because he just needs her so much. Two women in LA broke his heart, and that's all it took. There are a million women, there are like about a million something women in LA. But two of them said that you're donezo, and that's pretty much about it. I know it's kind of a running joke at this point, but it's just so, I guess it's so B&B. I have to sit there and look at it that way as far as logic goes. It's so B&B. Meanwhile, you got Deacon, came back, you got the money and everything like that together. He practically bought the place, and Hope comes in there, and he's sitting there telling her all that, and she's proud of him. And now Deacon got to get caught up on all of that. And there's one part where, Hope is sitting there talking about how both Sheila and Bill are in love, and, Hope is like, how could somebody actually ever love Sheila? And he just has that look like, yeah, yeah, how could someone ever really love her? I mean, that's just crazy. Who would sit there and actually love her? And of course, he's reminiscing to the times where they were together for Halloween, um, and of course, you know, there's the whole time that he took her out on that romantic, um, little date He had the whole place set up for her and stuff. And I'm not really a romance person, but I can give props where props is due, and that was on some G stuff, okay? That was on some G stuff. But I'm sitting there looking at this now, and I'm like, and I'm about to call Mike Barnes for a minute. I'm looking at this whole thing now, and I'm just like, we all know that you can call it Stockholm Syndrome, you can call it whatever you want. There is a certain level of feelings that he does have for Sheila. I did the kissing and all this other stuff. I wasn't faking it. That wasn't part of that wasn't part of the conditions of her staying. Like, that was a choice that he made repeatedly. Um, but yeah, so now he's just up there, just thinking about her and everything. And he even said he was like, most likely she's using him, which isn't really a surprise to anyone. Of course, when Hope left, Hope was like, if she calls, just hang up the phone. Man, she's gonna be so disappointed when she finds out that they've been shocking up and knocking boots for a hot minute. He's been keeping her hidden and everything like that. His whole world is going to just blow up. But hey, they'll still have that restaurant. So there's that. What happened to that money that she said she was going to give him? What happened to that? Well, that just didn't happen, or like, what happened with that? I think that's pretty much about it. But I gotta say, so far I'm enjoying it. Yes, it's over the top. Yes, there's things that just don't really make a lot of sense. Even Bill, in his crazy state, that's not just saying everything that you're saying is right, but I want it anyway. It's like, really? I mean, it doesn't make sense to the average person, but we're dealing with B&B and B&B logic, and we just gotta accept it and just roll with it. And that's what I'm doing. I think that's probably why I've been having so much fun, not just watching this show, but also doing reviews on it. Because with Dave, with YNR, with GH, there's a certain level of logic and common sense for the most part that these characters follow. With B&B, it's just, and I love it. 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 I don't think there's pretty much anything else to say about it. They left you on a cliffhanger on Friday, and then Monday comes up, and it's like, yeah, you're right, but I'm still gonna sit there and choose her over. Oh, and I forgot, he was also sitting there talking about how you broke my heart, you left me, and you and Katie, you left me with alone and broken and sad and blah 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 blah. Point is, she kicked him to the curb, rightfully so. I mean, let's just before I go, let's just sit there and let's just kind of go back to that. He had the audacity to ask Brooke out, and Brooke was like, "No, I'm good." And in the same breath, when Katie showed up, he was like, "Hey, Katie, what's good? It's been a minute. You wanna get back together?" This is literally like under 5 minutes from being rejected by the other woman that just walked upstairs. And even Katie was like, "Oh, so let me guess. She just turned you down. Now you're sitting there asking me." I mean, if that's not a low blow and it's just completely messed up and disrespectful in so many ways, I don't know what is. But now he's not talking about, I'm broke and both of you women left me. It's like, so you basically just said that either one of them would have done, would have do. Like, really? Either one of them would have been fine? But we could sit there and really get on that at another time, because that is a deep conversation in itself. I feel like that's about it. I can't really think of anything else that happened. And if I forgot anything, we're gonna sit there and do a live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. So we'll sit there and chop it up then with all the craziness of B&B. And I want to thank you for watching. Be safe, and I'll see you in the next video.